Hey, it's Prince Prospero. We're back for another episode of Big Girl Back It Up. No, that's the title of the episode for this evening. Earlier in the evening, we watched it on Fox Recovery, the offshoot of that word, the offshoot of Patty Mayos' channel. So that's Trevor's channel. Although when you're watching, you really can't tell the difference. There's absolutely no difference between the videos that supposedly are part of Fox Recovery and the videos that are part of Patty Mayo's latest. I guess we're still back with DBSO. So, okay, great. That's fine. It was a very lifeless episode with the one villain in it was that I saw. Oh, yeah, that's right. There were two, but the whole 3/4 of the show was spent with the last lady who they accused of being one of the California raisins. It's very weird, isn't it, to hear Javier or Harvey commenting on how overweight people are. Although I was noticing tonight, it looked to me like he might have lost weight. It looks like he's doing something there to lose some weight. Anyway, when we were talking last time, I got off track and I didn't finish talking to you about an important topic to me. Now, I'm sure some of you quicker, slicker Patty Mayo fans did notice that in tonight's episode there was a lot of going back and forth between, well, what are they? Which agency are they with? Because I saw both a DBSO and a Fox Recovery. So we don't know, were they out gathering up a Fox Recovery witness, or were they out bail bonds, but not witness, bail bond? They don't use the word bondee, but that would be a good word. Were they out doing that, or it looked like they were capturing a fugitive that the sheriff would normally capture? So that's why it's odd that it's not being done by the normal person who brings in escaped bail people, a bail bondsman. Now we're talking remember we talked about why it's only in Florida right now. They're the last place in the United States that has the process of having private bail. And we couldn't tell in this episode, well, were they bringing him in because they were sheriffs of DBSO, or were they bringing this poor woman in because she was on a bond and she didn't go to court? I don't know. Why don't you put the answer down below? Remember, sign up, subscribe. We are going to be giving away a 1-year membership to the Patty Mayo show, unless you prefer, which I don't think we have anybody who'd prefer that, unless you'd prefer a 1-year subscription to Trevor's Fox Recovery, you could have that instead. That's fine too. But we have to start getting in some numbers before the contest kicks off. So we're looking to come up with 100 new members. If we can come up with 100 new members, we will then immediately start the countdown on the selection for the Patty Mayo subscription. Now, it's a real good question. Somebody asked me this, and I don't have the answer. I'll let you know in advance. Spoiler alert. What's with the food? Why has Patty Mayo all of a sudden started going into people's refrigerators looking to see if they have any good ice cream? And the answer for that is I don't know, but it's a very good question. Okay? Another question, which we already answered in the previous episode, but we'll answer it again. No problem. No extra charge here for wrong answers. Where is Zach? Okay. Zach Holman is back Holman. He's back with the show that he created, Into the Night, a reality show about him being what's known as a stringer. In other words, a photographer who captures images that they sell to the local TV stations. And he's on working terms, it looks like, with 4 or 5 different stations in LA. And so when he comes up with a picture of a horrible event or the aftermath of a horrible event, he then sells that image to one of the local TV stations in Los Angeles. And at that time, or just actually, I think it's slightly before he does that, they sell the image and let the people know which station has gotten the image of that event. Now, really, when you talk about Zach, they don't ever get images of the event. They only get images of the aftermath of the event because he doesn't show up while the event is happening. He only shows up when the event is over, and he gets to see, as I said, the aftermath. But, you know, it's still something. So that's what Zach is doing, and he has his own TV show, and he's hoping to pull out of that enough bread that he can just tell Patty Mayo, go to hell, which he really has already done. He's out. But, you know, he wants to be able to tell them in no uncertain terms that he did not like first of all, they were having him get into a few fights, and he was that's not part of what he joined. He guaranteed he became a cast member of this show. He was not going to be in any of the fights. That was part of the deal. No fighting. Zach was going to be the intelligent one with the clipboard. And so when they started saying, Zach, get in here and help us with this guy, he got angry, didn't like it. So anyway, that's where the great Zach Holman is. He's back with his invisible assistant, Into the Night. And there's got to be a better name for that show. I was thinking if we just missed it. How about, damn, if we'd gotten here 30 seconds sooner, we could have seen something. But no, it's a stringer show, so it's always a picture of where something happened previously. And I think what I would do if I were Zach, anyway, that's it for today.